Now you think about when we pulled down the Confederacy guards, the statues, the names off schools, the plaques off the neighborhood, the plaques names in neighborhoods. That pretty much inspired this education commission to do what it did, because basically, yes, the statues came down, the names came down. Now we got to ask ourselves the question, you think they were going to stand by and let that happen while having some pushback? That contributed to it. And then you also had the vilification of the BLM and the like. So there were steps, and these steps were planned and purpose to President Biden, when he took office in 2021, he deactivated that commission. The next step, that commission did not die because they took the plan to the second White House in Florida, kept the plans alive through the extreme conservative groups. The next step was to weaponize, to vilify, and start the anti-CRT movement, as you already said, 1619 movement. And then you heard that term wokeness. That was under attack. And woke is just simply being aware culturally, spiritually, and socially what's going on. We always been woke. That's where the term we shouted in the day, "I'm black and I'm proud." That was a form of wokeness. When we stood up for the civil rights and the marches, that was a term of woke. We've never been asleep. So, but that term woke is a dangerous tag that was applied. The next step was to develop a national template. That national template was developed in Florida at the Florida White House, and they took that template from Florida and they passed it to all the GOP-led states. And so that's why we're sitting here tonight, because that templated plan is landed in Texas to attack public education and non-white parents and the bans and anti-CRT bans and parental rights bill to prevent any form of inclusionary education. Here's a subject that is going to touch. You're not talking just library books. You're talking about English, math, civics, arts, social studies, arts. So it's going to affect the whole curriculum. Now, Texas have not felt the full effects yet, but wait till next school year, that 2022-23 school year. Everything is in place. The next step, as I already said, the commission did not die. Okay, and so now with these policies in place, anti-CRT, and the other ban, the parental rights bill, the other plan is to infiltrate all the school board and infiltrate all the school boards with folks that going to make sure that this agenda is carried out through the schools. And that's going to come through the Texas Education Department, TEA, TEA is the acronym, and also the Texas Education Department. And so this is where we are now. The school board members school boards all across Texas already been infiltrated by members that believe the theories, and as y'all saw this week, white replacement theory. That's what they're pretty much moving on. The next step is they are voting out and voting in all the folks that's going to populate these school boards. And so what that allows us to realize, we got to wake up and be involved at the school board levels. Be at the school meetings, voice your concerns. Also become members of the school board, be active on the school board. When they have meetings, be there to monitor what's going on, what curriculums they are planning. And as these school boards, their job is to screen, to eliminate anything they deem to be dangerous or unsafe for the white students, as you already pointed out.
We haven't gone away from the Old and the New Testament. We just aren't practicing it. But we haven't put that on the back burner. And selective amnesia will kill you all the time. And if you don't know what's poison, you're prone to take poison. And so you have to be educated on what's taking place. Replacement theorists. You can go down the line of what's happening.